This 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom Victorian is home to Patricia McLean. She lives here with her husband and 2 children. It's a 45-minute drive from New York City. She used to live in Manhattan, but when she met her husband and started thinking about starting a family, they moved to New Jersey.
I knew there was no way we could possibly live in the city.
Living in New Jersey gives her more space, an outdoor life, and access to good public schools. But she says it wasn't easy leaving New York.
There was a huge adjustment for me leaving the city because I had been in a large city for 15 years at least. I think what I miss most about the city is probably the diversity. That's the biggest thing, where there's people who look a lot like me and people who look nothing like me, and they're everywhere, and it's great.
Many young families are finding themselves in Patricia's shoes, priced out of New York City because of the high cost of housing. The median price for renting an apartment in Manhattan is $3,350 a month. In other parts of the city, it's only slightly less. To buy in Manhattan, the median tops $1 million. A recent report found that 54% of New York renters are so-called cost-burdened, meaning they spend more than 30% of their household's pre-tax income on rent. Real estate reporter Joe Anuta says the problem comes down to supply and demand.
It could probably best be described as just that we're not building enough apartments for the amount of people that move here every year. Our population is growing, and we're just not keeping up with it.
A federal program called Section 8 subsidizes public housing for those with low incomes. The city also builds its own affordable housing units and incentivizes developers to include low-rent units that are offered by lottery. But for the middle class, who often earn above the threshold to qualify for low-income housing, there is a shortage of affordable housing.
It's not really a pretty picture for them. Every year there's plenty of households who get fed up with the high cost of living here, and they go somewhere else.
Patricia now enjoys suburban living, but she would have made different choices if she had more options.
I would have definitely preferred to stay in the city if I could have. Nothing tops Manhattan.
Karina, CGTN, New York.